Batman. Whenever I hear the name now, I just think about ass-kicking. Ass-kicking excellence in the first degree. When Batman is done right, I'm swept up in this feeling of, well, ass-kicking. He is the perfect fantasy figure. Far more fantastic than the likes of Superman. In fact, I think Batman should be called Superman, and Superman should be called, I don't know, Alien Man. Batman is the most Superman on Earth, and there's no opponent who can top him. Are you a ninja master with a massive criminal empire of evil? Batman's better at karate than you. Are you a mad scientist with some sort of virus mutagen bomb that turns people into baby goats? Batman's already found the cure, and if he wouldn't stop wasting his time with baby goat bombs, he could cure AIDS.
All we can do now is wait and hope.
The fucker can't be beat. He knows all the angles, has all the money, and all the power. In other words, he kicks ass. Batman was created in 1939 by Bob Kane, but I'm going to start 50 years later in 1989 with Tim Burton's Batman. I was about 6 years old when this film came out, just old enough to be brainwashed into loving Batman. As a kid, it was perfect. The thing I remember most as a kid was appreciating all the details like the Batmobile and the Bat plane and the Bat signal. I was just so fascinated by that stuff. And a lot of the things were really mystifying, and I had a bunch of questions only little kids ask. I always wondered why Alfred kept Batman's suit locked up in that massive steel vault in the Batcave. I can never tell if the Joker's skin was turned white by his accident, or if he was using white makeup. I don't know. Also, why was Bruce Wayne sleeping upside down? I thought he was a man. Is he actually part Bat too? I was never able to tell. Anyway, watching this movie years later with fresh eyes, I can finally appreciate it for what it does great and what sucks about it. First of all, I hadn't realized how amazing the production design of this movie was. Gotham City is just incredible. It looks like they lifted the Gotham City straight from the original comics of the 1940s and dropped the modern world on top of it. You have this place with all sorts of bizarre Gothic architecture, but people are driving modern cars, using computers, and watching color TVs. At the same time, everyone's dressed up like it's a classic gangster movie with trench coats and fedoras. Check out this newsroom. It's straight out of the 1930s. It's like an alternate dimension or something. Another huge set piece I love is Wayne Manor. It basically looks like Dracula's castle, and it's just as scary. Check out the Batcave, it's perfect. It has all these dangerous ledges and dramatic angles. I remember always being afraid for Batman driving that thing in the Batcave. How could he not steer off the edge and fly off in his huge car? But with the creativity of the set design being so awesome, I have one big complaint, and that's the Joker's headquarters. In the movie, it's clear that the Joker is the undisputed ruler of the underworld and is very wealthy. You think Tim Burton would have dreamed up something really crazy and garish for the Joker, but he sort of just occupies this empty warehouse where he makes his obscene art. I really think it was a missed opportunity. Maybe they ran out of time or money.
So much to do, and so little time.
But overall, the film has this beautiful artistic balance of sets, costumes, colors, and lighting. Another thing that goes without saying is how fantastic Danny Elfman's score is. If they had this music surging back to life when Batman Begins came out, or in the awesome new Arkham Asylum video game, I would have been all sorts of pumped up. To me, that melody is just as memorable as Superman or Star Wars. It's great, and I love how the animated series uses it too. In fact, that's probably why I like it so much. Also, I'm a huge fan of Prince, and I know a lot of people hate how his music is used in this movie, but I think it's awesome. Joker would be listening to Prince in the late 80s. It makes sense. If Joker heard Prince's song, Purple Rain, he probably would have been inspired to make some sort of crazy weather machine that actually turned the rain purple. Acid purple, that is. Anyway, before talking about Batman and Joker, I want to focus on the secondary characters real fast. The first guy that sticks out is Knox, the beat reporter for the Gotham Globe, played by Robert Wool. Wool plays him with a spunky comic energy and is decked out in a classic noir wardrobe.
Vale, will you marry me?
Nope.
Will you buy me lunch?
Maybe.
I eat light.
But this guy's character arc makes no sense. First, he's loudly criticized and trying to figure out if Batman is real or not. Over time, it becomes clear to people in the city that Batman is real, but Knox gets no credit or vindication. That's the first screwed up arc. Next, the second he lays eyes on Vicky Vale, played by the never more gorgeous looking Kim Basinger, he's constantly hitting on her and getting nowhere. This culminates in him risking his very life when Joker's gas is flooding the streets. Why the hell doesn't he get in the car with Vicky? Is he trying to be a hero and prove to her that he can protect her as well as Batman? What is he trying to accomplish by swinging a bat with one hand at Joker's deadly armed goons? Then, out of nowhere, Vicky rams him with his own car, and it looks like he dies. It's only at the end when we realize he's fine. Vicky gives him a peck on the cheek and tells him 1, that they aren't going to be working together anymore, 2, that she doesn't care about finishing the work they started, and 3, there exists not a chance of romantic entanglement between them. Knox just shrugs this off and runs away. And I do like the character, but his whole arc is just messed up and weak. As for Kim Basinger's Vicky Vale, well, she was pretty great. She looks stunning, easily one of the most beautiful women of the 80s. I think it's really crazy how she first sleeps with Bruce Wayne, and then sleeps with Batman. What happened?
There's something else you have that I want.
What?
Did Batman have sex with her while he was still in the Batsuit? Could she not tell it was the same guy?